This technician is verifying that all of the building's smoke detectors are functioning properly, within sensitivity requirements. He does so without the need for external test meters or ladders. It is as quick and easy as looking up. The detector did all the work. It's the first and only smoke detector with built-in self-diagnostics, so it monitors itself every day and indicates when it needs servicing. Built-in self-diagnostics means fewer false alarms. A new design makes it a snap to clean and maintain. Put it all together and you save time and money with a smoke detector that's in a class by itself. It's the new ESL 400 series from Sentrol. At the heart of the new 400 series is a microprocessor and an application-specific integrated circuit. They provide continual monitoring of the sensing chamber's sensitivity and daily monitoring of the detector's internal circuitry. The alarm and status LED tells you when the unit needs maintenance. The special integrated silicon heat sensor blends unobtrusively with the detector's design. Its dual-mode operation makes it the only smoke detector to measure both fixed heat and rate of rise. Innovative surface mount design provides greater RF immunity for even greater reliability. The plug-in terminal block makes installation and removal a snap, literally. The patented optical chamber minimizes false alarms. Its fine screen keeps out even small bugs, and it's the industry's first field-replaceable optical chamber. And inside, an advanced labyrinth design blocks external light and reduces false alarms due to dust. The unique array of fins and baffles prevents stray reflections from reaching the photosensor. When smoke enters the chamber, it activates the sensor's alarm. All these features and benefits are packaged in a new, low-profile design that blends into any setting, from homes and offices to commercial and industrial sites. So you never need to sacrifice aesthetics for safety. You get the best of both. Best of all, the 400 series detectors are as easy to install and use as they are intelligent. Make sure your equipment is compatible and that your installation is completed according to national and local fire and building codes. Read the product installation instructions before beginning. Remove the plastic dust cover. Attach the wires using designators on the terminal block. Snap it into the detector. Open the cover and mount the unit. Replacing old ESL detectors is simple. That's because the new 400 series is mechanically and electrically compatible. Once the detector is powered up, verify that it's operating properly. In normal operation, the unit flashes once every 9 seconds. A rapidly repeating flash means the unit needs servicing. If the unit is in alarm, the LED latches on. You've installed the detector and verified that it's operating. Now it's time for a functional test. To test the smoke detection function, use an ESL-approved canned smoke. Following the manufacturer's instructions, release a short burst of smoke, ensuring it enters the optical chamber. If the unit is operating properly, the LED will latch within 18 seconds. If your detector has a heat sensor, test it by holding a heat gun about 6 inches from the detector. The LED should latch within 30 seconds. You can walk away with confidence, knowing that the detector is working properly and will continue to monitor itself, alerting you if it needs service or cleaning. When it's time to test for sensitivity, you only need to make a visual check. If the detector is operating properly, it blinks every 9 seconds. A rapidly repeating flash means the unit needs servicing. This visual test meets NFPA sensitivity testing requirements. If you need more information, you can use the built-in sensitivity test mode. To test sensitivity, place a magnet next to the hinge. A brighter flash is your immediate verification that the unit is in test mode. In this test mode, the detector communicates information by flashing the LED 1 to 9 times. One flash indicates a hardware fault. Simply unsnap the board and replace it with a new one. 2 or 3 flashes means the unit is not sensitive enough and needs maintenance. 4 to 7 flashes means the unit is operating properly and within sensitivity. 8 or 9 flashes means the unit is too sensitive and needs cleaning. After these bright test flashes, the unit will latch into alarm if it's operating properly. If not, it will blink continuously, indicating it needs servicing. And cleaning the 400 series is also a snap. Simply open the detector cover, remove the optical chamber cover by gently squeezing its sides and pulling straight out. Use compressed air to clean off the optical base. Then insert a new cover. Align its markings with those on the base for easy installation. Gently squeeze the sides and snap it into position, and the unit is as clean as new. Test the detector using the sensitivity test mode to ensure it's operating properly. These smoke detectors are truly in a class by themselves, with built-in self-diagnostics for fewer false alarms, a replaceable optical chamber for easy cleaning and maintenance, and full compatibility with existing ESL 400 series products. But you need more, so ESL gives you more, like a broad selection of models, including 2- and 4-wire versions, sounders, auxiliary relays, and end-of-line power supervision. All this adds up to the most intelligent choice possible in smoke detection. So the next time you look up to a smoke detector, be smart. Choose the detector that's in a class by itself. Choose the ESL 400 series from Sentrol.
Does your jurisdiction have a problem with false alarms from monitored fire alarm systems? Has the percentage of false alarms in your jurisdiction become intolerable?
Red Engine 10 on the scene. We have a 3-story industrial structure. Nothing showing. Engine 10 will be investigating.
If so, are you looking for a way to reduce the frequency of false alarms and increase the overall reliability of the fire alarm systems in your jurisdiction? If you answered yes to any of these questions, keep watching, because Underwriters Laboratories has the solution you've been looking for. If false alarms are a problem for you, the UL Fire Alarm Certificate Program could be the answer, because it is designed to increase the reliability of fire alarm systems. The occurrence of false alarms is reduced. The UL Fire Alarm Certificate Program has been used successfully by many jurisdictions throughout the United States to supplement their own fire alarm system inspection program. The UL Fire Alarm Certificate Program involves local authorities, alarm system owners, alarm system service companies, and UL, all working together to improve fire alarm system reliability and reduce costly false alarms. Listen to what some prominent fire protection authorities have to say about the problem of monitored fire alarm system reliability.
False alarms from fire alarm systems are a constant problem for virtually every fire department in the country. But how do you eliminate them? Obviously, an alarm system that receives regular maintenance and undergoes periodic testing is much less likely to send false alarms. That's the secret.
This is Robert Fuller, who implemented the UL program as Special Projects Fire Protection Engineer for San Francisco.
In order for a fire alarm system to work reliably, it has to be maintained. Everyone can agree with that. It's a simple thing to say, but setting up a program to make it actually work is another problem.
San Francisco, California is a major city with thousands of monitored alarm systems, both new and old. But even smaller cities like Maple Grove, Minnesota, a suburb of Minneapolis, have hundreds of monitored systems within their jurisdiction, and the rapid growth of these suburban communities puts a further strain on local fire department resources. Similar conditions exist in communities large and small all across the country.
We started our program in the early 90s when Maple Grove was just starting to grow. We knew we already had too many false alarms, so we thought it'd be a good time to get a hold on the problem before it got totally out of control. I like the idea of third-party inspections, and as a growing city, we didn't have the staff to spend as much time on the systems as we'd liked after the certificate of occupancies were issued. So this program gave us another set of eyes to come in, look at the system, make sure they met all the requirements. I also like the idea that the program required an alarm service company to send out a technician to inspect and fix anything on the alarm system that was wrong with it, any kind of malfunctions. Without that, a system could continue to have a problem forever. We wouldn't even know it in some cases.
We feel that the program is an extension of our department. We let the UL people be the experts in checking the alarm service companies as well as the central station facilities, and we'll be the experts in looking at the deficiencies in the buildings themselves.
I like that we now receive automatic notification whenever a certificate is canceled. Another feature is that the fire department gets called first in the event of an alarm. This feature is very important to us. I also like the requirement for annual testing and the fact that UL audits the alarm contractors. With this program, we're able to say to a system owner, you have a certificate, these are the requirements for the certificate. We expect you to get the system back into service per those requirements. UL works very closely with us to make it all happen.
Every community wants to have an acceptable level of fire safety. When you get down to the details of how to achieve that, each jurisdiction is different. They all have professionals in place, and while their goals are the same, their enforcement means and other limitations vary. We found out early that a one-size-fits-all program just won't work. In some cases, especially when a community is growing and a lot of new installations are going in, the UL Fire Alarm Certificate Program gives a jurisdiction a way to deal with staff limitations. It lets them use an independent, qualified third party to do the legwork without giving up their own local control.
As a result of our meetings with community representatives, we decided to phase in the program. At first, we required certificates only for new installations. Then, on a phased basis, we gradually included existing installations. The goal has to be continuous improvement. You can't solve all the problems overnight. UL worked with us to make the implementation of the program acceptable to our department and to the community we serve.
My name is Janann New, and we represent rental property owners in the city of San Francisco. We were invited to participate in a program with the fire department about fire alarm certification. Other businesses were also involved in this program, the hotel owners, retailers, and other small business groups. The purpose of this program was to talk about the UL Fire Certification Program, and it was a great benefit to have us involved in this process from the beginning, because we were better able to sell the program or promote the program to our members. One of the other benefits of working with the UL certification program is if an owner or building owner is having problems with their fire alarm system, they can call UL to talk about that problem.
Thank you for calling Bay Alarm. This is Don. How may I help you?
We've been a UL Central station for over 20 years for both security and for fire. And we've noticed that during the past 5 years, a dramatic increase in the number of certificates that we have been writing on fire alarm systems. Beginning with the city of Stockton, and then several years ago when the city and county of San Francisco has required that all fire alarm systems installed there be issued a certificate. It's also a win-win for the fire departments and for all parties concerned, in that we're reducing the number of false alarms. The customer has the assurance that the systems have an oversight on them, and again for us it does bring in that increased revenue stream.
As far as the AHJs, they see this as not only a level of quality in a standardized situation that levels the playing field, but also a reduction in false alarms. And certainly the customer sees this as an enhancement to assurance of a competent job and an enhancement to life safety.
What we have here in Brooklyn Park is we have probably right now about 165 properties that are protected under the UL certificate program. And we feel very comfortable that we're not going to have problems in those buildings or those 165 businesses. That helps us with knowing that we're doing what we need to do in order to enforce the codes and standards and regulations. It helps the owner knowing that he might minimize his property loss in the event of a fire because of early detection. He knows that we know that the people are probably in a better position in the event that there's a fire. They're going to be well protected. They're going to get early detection. They're going to be able to get out of the building. And so I think it's a win-win deal all the way along the line, and I think that the program is just one little tool to help make all those things happen and make our city a little better place to live.
In the program, certificates can be issued only by a UL-listed alarm service company. UL works with the service companies to ensure compliance with all program requirements. The specific requirements in each jurisdiction are determined by local fire authorities who are responsible for initial plan review and system acceptance testing. In order to receive a certificate, the alarm system owner must have an ongoing contract with the issuing alarm service company for periodic testing and maintenance. Finally, UL performs an annual audit of alarm service company records, an annual inspection of central station facilities, regular audits of protected property installation, and surprise fire alarm service tests. Experienced UL inspectors review the alarm service company's practices and procedures to ensure compliance with all program requirements. Best of all, there is no cost to the jurisdiction for implementing the UL program. Authorities in major cities like San Francisco, Boston, and Memphis, in suburban communities like Maple Grove, Coon Rapids, and Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, and throughout the United States are turning to the UL Fire Alarm Certificate Program as a cost-effective way to reduce false alarms, improve alarm system reliability, and ensure fire alarm service company accountability. To get the full benefit of the program, a jurisdiction must require that all monitoring stations be UL listed and that monitored alarm systems maintain a current UL fire alarm certificate. Both are essential because UL listing only covers the monitoring stations themselves.
The UL Fire Alarm Certificate Program has definitely raised the standards for the local alarm service companies. Before San Francisco required certificates, very few fire alarm system owners bought maintenance contracts. But now we have about 1,000 UL certificates in force in San Francisco, and a maintenance contract is part of every one of them. That's the most important aspect of the program.
UL works closely with each jurisdiction to custom design a program that matches the community's objectives and resources. So, if you are alarmed about the frequency of false alarms in your community, it's time to adopt the Fire Alarm Certificate Program from Underwriters Laboratories. For more information on this program and to find the Underwriters Laboratories office nearest you, visit our website at www.ul.com/alarmsystems.